There is a new oasis for the written word in a room off the lower library at Burlington High School. Last Friday, the school's new writing center opened its doors for the first time. The writing center will be home to the student tutors who have been in the honors level elective, the Writing Fellows, where students are trained to work with their peers and provide help, suggestions, and feedback to make fellow students better writers. The center fits well into the school's mission of helping students raise the level of their writing, a skill that will be useful throughout their lives.
One of the things that we're always saying is that we build better writers, not better papers. So the focus is on helping students develop their writing skills and not just polishing the paper itself. So they won't write it for you, but they'll give you really good feedback.
The student tutors and faculty leaders were happy to have the center open and excited to welcome fellow students in to take a tour and play some writing-themed games.
Yeah, it's really fun. I was part of the Writing Center last year as well, and it's really cool to see the development of the center. And this is a really fun day. It's really cool to see everyone engaged in games that involve writing.
I think the writing process itself can be kind of abstract and difficult for some students. So when there's a place that students can come in and sort of like lay out the writing process, it can help them write their essays and get their ideas down. It adds sort of like a concrete element to a more abstract process.
One of the things we've been talking about is creating a real culture of writing at the school. And so if students have a space that's really dedicated to writing, it's a place where students can come to write, have conversations about writing. We can really help to move the attitudes about writing and toward writing to be more student-centered.
Those involved in the program also spoke about the advantages of having peers helping peers rather than only having teachers as a resource for help with writing.
And that this is a really important niche in the school because students respond differently to peer feedback than they do, say, to a teacher.
You know, we've all been through the same things. Like, we've all had that essay that's been harder. We've all had, like, something to write that we just didn't want to write. So I think that the whole thing with students, helping students, is like we can all have empathy for each other because we've all kind of been where everyone is.
You will think alike instead of a teacher who has, say, 10, 15 years experience in, like, writing. So having another peer just, like, write with you and help you with it, I think it can be an advantage. It takes like a lot of the edge off and a lot of stress away from it.
Finally, the student tutors said they felt a sense of accomplishment when they helped a peer improve their writing skills.
The thing that students need the most help on is just getting their ideas written down on paper. Some of them have a point that they want to say. They know what they want to write down. They just have trouble actually getting those thoughts onto paper. And what I like to focus on is helping them express their thoughts in a fluent way.
It's really cool when you can see like that light bulb go off in people's heads and you see like they actually are understanding what you're saying and they're improving. That's really cool. And I like seeing that development a lot. So we try to help with really anything that the students need and just the overall flow of the essay a lot of the times.
It makes me feel really good. Sometimes it is hard to get people into that kind of mindset and into that thing where like they actually like to write rather than just writing an assignment for a good grade. So I think that people having like a genuine joy for writing is a really good thing.
From the new BHS Writing Center, I'm BNEWS Director Rich Osford.